Hello everybody and welcome back to Vanilla Railworld for Beginners. I'm Sat191. This is episode 7, the one in which we expand the mall, make some steel, expand our power, and add some coal. Probably in reverse order of that. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you hanging out with me. Let's get started. So I need to queue up a couple more things. I just realized I don't have anything queued up. Let's do, I'm not normally very picky with what order I do anything in. I need that. What else do I need for rail? Engines, yes, I need that. I want to go ahead and get that set up. Automobilism probably should be second, or next. And then rails, and then rail transportation, and then rail signals, and then that's all of my queue. So there we go. That could be working in the background whilst I am building. So I realized that this ain't gonna cut it, obviously, at this point in the game. So I need to do some more coal. Go ahead and build it, and then I'll power it all at once. Yeah, this ain't gonna cut it. It's really not even cutting it. I mean, it's like barely cutting it now if everything were running, but it's not. So I need to go ahead and set this up. So let's do that now. And let's try to not donk into everything I see. There we go. And then same thing over here. That should be powered, and then that should be powered. And one more there should power all that. Okay, cool. Let's get some lights in here. We'll do one on the outside. And up there as well. Collect lots of lights. Lights for you to see. Cool. Oh, this guy is not powered. Can I move you up one? Does that offend anybody? No. Okay, it doesn't. Right, and then let's ship everything. Cool. So anyway, in between this episode and last episode, let's just completely throw that. In between this episode and last episode, I played a little bit of the game just to kind of give myself a little bit of a leg up on myself, and discovered that my original plan of merge those two. I'm gonna do this just a little bit different than I had it a moment ago. Merge those two, then split off. And you go over, EU. There we go. So this one merges lanes 1 and 2, and then this one merges lanes 2 and 3, and then I properly split them here. It's probably not mathematically perfect or anything, but it'll get the job done. Oh, and then this right here ensures that since I'm only putting on one side of this belt, then half of this comes up and then goes on to the outside. So it makes these guys work a little bit harder than they otherwise would. So there, that's fully tapped now. So I shouldn't have to come back to that until later. Anyway, what I was saying before I interrupted myself was that I've realized that my original plan of doing kind of a small bus and then expanding into the proper bus later is not the best way to do things. At least I don't think it is. I think the better way here is to go ahead and pre-set up the bus now. Even if it's like too big for what I need, just go ahead and set it down now. The primary reason being these cliffs here. So like right now I'm working kind of a confined area because I can't get rid of these cliffs until I have cliff explosives, and to get cliff explosives I need chemical I need oil I need trains and this, that, and the other. So instead of just doing kind of a small base, I think I'm going to go ahead and set it up as if it's the big base later. I will still have to tear down and reset up things in the future, but it won't be as drastic as what I was originally planning. So and I think it's better to do it now than it will be in the future. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of redo a little bit now, but things are going to pick up soon, I promise. I want to double my production here. Currently I have 8 on either side. So let's double that. So that's 16 total. So I want 16 more. 5, 10, 15, 16. I need half as many boilers. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Some pipes, just some pipes. Also, I'm going to need some power poles, which I don't have any wood. I'll be getting off of power poles momentarily anyway, but let's go ahead and get a little bit of wood and copper so I can make some more power poles. And while that's crafting, I'll build my steel. There we go, 32. That's plenty. Also, maybe a couple more, a couple more lamps. That's not where you make lamps. Okay. Right. So let's go ahead and tear up the ones who are not doing anything. I'm going to fix this power pole situation here momentarily as well. And let's run all of this. I'm going to clip it, let all that drain, and I'm going to reverse all of these. I want them to run to the right. So let's go ahead and do that now. Boom, ba, ba, boom. Go ahead and build out all this. I need to get this area tapped, like pronto, because I'm going to need this space. This area right here kind of juts out into where the bus is going to in the future be. So I want to make sure that I get this out of the way as soon as possible. Get out of the way, tree. Get those. And all this. This is a good little bit of iron to start off with, really. But unfortunately, I'd almost rather not have it here. I'd rather this be a smaller patch so it would get out of my way. I mean, this is my own fault for designing this base where I did. There's nothing making me build the base where I am. But I would have preferred it to be somewhere else so that I can, so I wouldn't have to deal with it right now. C'est la vie. Not something you should really be complaining about anyway. Alright, so these are all going that way. What a fool I've been. I can go ahead and connect that so that this will drain out. Okay. Let's do a balancer. I don't know who made this balancer. Let's say 4 to 3. Oh, this balancer book. I will. Let's put it there. This balancer book right here. I don't know. I don't remember who made this. I got this somewhere online. It's a very good book. I would recommend you getting one, if not this one. I might try to put it in the comments. I might have to look it up and find out who made this one to give them credit for it. Because I want to give them credit if I'm going to use their stuff. But anyway, it's a very good balancer book. I don't remember if I've explained this before. I probably don't need to, but I'll just be brief and say that a balancer, what it does, it takes an equal number of inputs and outputs and makes them and balances them. So here we're going to have 4 inputs because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 lines, and it's going to give me 3 outputs. I would prefer it give me 2, and there is a way to do that, but I'm going to go ahead and take 3 for now, just in case I need another one in the future. And it just ensures that everything, like I said, just make sure that everything is balanced and goes to where it needs to go in the most efficient manner. So there. And let's see, let's finish this up. There. Something like that. I believe that works. Okay, and let's power this thing. Did I put power everywhere? I think I just need to make the connections between them. Let's see. Now that that's all drained, I can run you that way, which makes all of you useless. Yep. There we go. And I should be able to... Should be able to connect these over here like this. Sorry, I kind of phased that there. That's not where I wanted that. Being sloppy with these power poles, I apologize. I will fix all this. Or it'll be done in enough time before it doesn't need to be fixed. I need to be able to see. There we go. Alright, everything is operating. Yes, everything is working. Yeah, a little sloppy right now, but it will be fixed. Let's run this back this way. And feed you down to the main line over yonder way. Alright, so one of the 3 lines is going to go down to my left, my westmost iron smelting situation. And this middle one is going to go to my steel, and the other one is going to just sit there for the time being. And that's that. Okay, before I do steel, let's go ahead and increase my power production, since all my crafting has been done. So let's plop down those. I think it's become kind of a nervous tick of mine to, there we go. To say plop. I feel like I've said plop like 900 million times. I'm sure people have noticed that already. And it's like now, of course, I can't help it. Like I've become self-aware, and I can't help but to say it. So go ahead and feel free to laugh at that if you want to. I think it's hilarious, and I can't stop myself from saying it, but I will try because I personally find it annoying. There we go. That. There we go. And just double power output. There we go. While I'm here, I know I will need some more inserters because I only have 20 of them. Power poles are good. Lamps are okay. Belts is fantastic. I have 1.3 thousand belts. And I don't have too much junk in my inventory. Some junk, not too much junk. I can go ahead and get rid of some of this. I know I won't need... I'm going to go ahead and be bold and get rid of my steam engine. I think this is like it. This is all I'm going to build. I'm going to go solar after this. That might come back to bite me, but I don't think it will. Get rid of that, get rid of that. I won't need any more. No, that's it. Then I'll shoot with my gun to destroy it. It's one of the few ways to actually destroy something in this game, at least by yourself, is to put it in a box and just shoot the box. Because this game, if you can't tell, prides itself on its ability, or on your ability, I guess. The kind of the main feature of the game is that you can pick up and replace things if you mess up or if you come up with a better design. There's kind of the joy of Factorio. So destroying things is not has not been incorporated as a main feature of the game. Biters, however, are more than happy to destroy your stuff for you. As am I to destroy them. Speaking of destroying biters, let's just take a brief look. Oh. They're all gone. There's a little patch right here, but I think those are probably just a couple worms. It doesn't look like a base. So yeah, we're still good on biters. Oh wait, hold on. Is pollution up? Yeah, pollution's up. Of course, I'm not really making anything right now because the mall is dead. But momentarily, the pollution will be worse because I will start crafting things. But I need to get steel first before I start crafting. Before I start making more things. Before I expand my base. While I was in Disney World last week, I should say, and I didn't get anything recorded, so there's going to be a little bit of a gap in when those videos were released and when this video was released. At any rate, while I was in Disney World, it was nice to hop on the Factorio subreddit, the Factorio subreddit, r/Factorio, and they've got some great stuff. They do a really good job. It's a really cool community. Clip that. Hopefully that'll drain. Yeah, no, it will drain because I'm researching. Because I actually meant to put that here instead of over there. Regardless. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so anyway, while on vacation, not being able to play Factorio, it was nice to be able to hop on the r/Factorio subreddit and be able to hang out with those people and see their designs and... Anyway, just a little plug for them. If you are interested in that kind of... It's a great community. And if you're interested in that kind of thing, I recommend going and check it out. A little bit of coffee. Let's continue. I need to... So here's the trick. Iron ore makes iron plates, and then iron plates can be further smelted into steel. So the way we do that is, or one of the ways to do that, is with this trick. Because you still need copper to use these furnaces, to fuel these furnaces. So what I'm going to do here is, if you see these little underground belts, this wall right here stops things coming on the whatever side of the wall. So in this case, on the right side, it'll stop that lane of product, but will let the left lane, if there were a belt going this way, it would stop this lane, but would allow this left lane, which is what you're seeing happening here. This iron ore is being stopped by that wall, and this copper, this coal, is allowed to go onto this belt, and it's coming out right here. So you can use this as kind of a filter. There's other ways to do this too, but this is the way I like. You can use this as kind of a filter. So what I'm going to do is something like yay. Something like that. I can just go ahead and gobble all this up. There we go. There we go. Split the iron plates that are being produced here onto the inside belt, and then take the coal that's being produced here onto the outside of the belt. And so now, whereas my inputs over here were coal and iron ore, my inputs for the next one are iron plates and copper, coal. Stop saying copper. And I think it's a pretty cool little clever design. I did not come with this. I wish I had. Alas, I did not. But it is a really cool design. A lot of people use it. I think it's really cool. So let's go ahead and continue that outward. Let's put, just so I can space things a little bit. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to move this over a little bit. You'll see why momentarily. And this, I want to come down here. There we go. Not the prettiest thing right now. This is getting a little weavy, getting a little, they call it spaghetti. I'm not crazy about that. It's not really that bad, but this could be prettier, and they will be prettier in the future. There's a box of stone furnaces down here from way earlier. I can go ahead and gobble those up. It's 100 extra stone furnaces. That'll probably be the only stone furnaces, or the remainder of the stone furnaces that I need in the game. I didn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Zwolf. Another way to do this, by the way, is to do like a Control-C to copy, to bring up a copy cursor, and you can highlight it, and you see underneath the, I pointed with my hand, like you can see, 12 on the bottom rightmost side there. It'll count how many of whatever items in there, so you can just highlight that and cover it and do that. I did not do that, but I'm aware that you can. So if you want to do that, feel free. There you go, match those up. That means these will continue that far. And let's do my inserters. I'm going to try to build this without a blueprint to get the spacing and everything right. I've done this 900 times, so I'm pretty sure I'll be okay. But if you want to give me a round of applause, then feel free. You won't. Let's do... And I have just enough. I had two remain. Oh no, I didn't have 24. That was just the end of that stack. Alright, and then the steel will pop onto that. And power poles. Power the situation. There, and there. I can do some lights. And one to connect it all. There we go. I am now producing steel in the most compact way I can at the moment. Right, so a couple of goals for the episode. I've accomplished them. Is to tap the coal, to expand my power, to make steel, and I want to redo this bus a little bit. So I want to get 4 lanes of right there. I want to get 4 lanes of iron. I should have done this earlier, and I just didn't think I would need to. Alas, I do. Go away. What are you doing? Go away. There we go. Yeah, I thought I was going to be able to get away with not doing... got dumb fingers today. Stop it, man. There. Good gracious. Okay. Thought I was going to be able to get away with doing this later, but I really think it needs to be done now. Go ahead and do my 4 lines of iron now, and my 4 lines of copper. Get everything set up. Even if I don't need it, I think it'd be better this way. Reverse all those. Okay, same thing is true here. This brick is going to have to be moved over. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4 lanes of copper, and then I need 2 spaces. And so then this will be my first lane of brick. So there. That will fill onto this one. I will drain this as I use it one day in the future. Here's my 4th lane of copper, one day. It's not there yet, but I'll go ahead and get it set up now. That's my, such is my desire. Put those 2 there. This is my brick coming down. I think I will need 1 brick and 1 stone, which would be here. I'm not going to fill all that in. And then I'll need steel, which would be right here. And a lot of it won't be so crammed in the future, but it is going to have to be for now. So there we go. I can go pull my steel up. It's going to bother me if these aren't filled in all the way, but that'll be okay for the time being. Okay, so there we go. So now as you can see, what we got going on here, screw it, I'll do it now. I'm sorry. Sorry. Or at least enough to see. Okay. I have 4 lanes of iron. I'll have 4 lanes of copper in the future. This will be drained out, and then it'll become copper one day. And then I'll have stone bricks. I'll have regular stone, which you'll need for like landfill and for train tracks, railroad tracks. And then I'll have some iron, some steel. I might do 2 lanes of steel. I don't know. This will be malleable. This I can just move, like what's on each lane. I can move that over in the future. But really, it's the spacing of having all 4 lanes all the way across that I'm most concerned with. Again, I'm kind of limited by my cliffs and how far out I can expand, and by this being right here, this is a huge problem. Like once this gets out of the way, I'll be able to put more stuff over in this area. So anyway, bus is now looking better than it was, and we are 23 minutes into the episode, which means I have enough time, or probably not 23, but close enough to 23. I have enough time to do one more factory, which is the last thing I want to do today. And that's a little crammed. That's a little crammed. I want to do that. Let me go ahead and start making my poles, which need the steel. Gobble, 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 gobble. There we go. Create a bunch of medium electric poles. And put these down. So, my starter mall over here is like literally just to get me started. And it'll be stuff that I need in the future too. But it's just like your inserters and your... But you saw my inserters and my belts and whatnot. Like, you use this stuff all the time. This is like things that I'm going to be using a little more sparingly. There we go. I'm going to get that hooked up so I can get my power. Get power running as fast. My lamps, I mean to say. So I can see in this area. Because of course, every time I try to build something, it gets dark outside. Let's use not wooden chests, but these steel chests, or iron, or whatever they are. 48, I have enough to put down my inserters. You hiding from me. Caught it. It always happens, well not always, but it happens often that you build this and you have one inserter that doesn't do its job, and then you'll come back later and not be able to do that thing. That's super annoying. There. Okay. That is all built. I can go ahead and do my belts. Something like that. And then when I do my blueprints, I put like little filter inserters there with little marks so you can see what goes where. So here is my iron, which needs to come onto that belt. Let's fully extend. I'll try to be good about fully extending whatever needs to be extended. Go away. All right, so that works. I don't know what I was talking kind of to myself. I'm going to try to make these go max distance on the belt to try to conserve resources a little bit and maybe make things just a little bit more attractive. That's what I was trying to say, but I kind of said it in my head. I said it with my thinker, not my talker. This can go here. There we go. And you can go there. Run you up. And then 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be there in the future. When I put something on the belt, I like to pull everything up to the same distance. You know, for my next factory, I can see from right here exactly what I have and what I don't have and where everything is. So there we go. I'll explain how this works. That'll be the end of the episode. So the first thing is I'm still producing green circuits on site. I'm still producing them for each individual mall or factory, or whatever you want to call it. So this one, the first thing I do is produce circuits right here. So this guy pulls in the iron that he needs. This long-handed one pulls in the copper he needs to feed the copper wire. Of course, copper wire goes to 2 places, so I don't have to put that on the thing because I also create the lamps the copper wire needs. So that's convenient. Anyway, I'll leave this inside lane empty, so that way whenever he's producing the circuits, he can just put it on here. So ostensibly, this becomes 4 lanes: iron, circuits, copper, and steel. And with those ingredients, you can make the medium poles, the large poles, and the 2 pipes that you need. I think there's a couple of other things here I've done in the future. I just can't remember what they are. As I need them, I'll try to remember that I have this here and expand this out further. I've kind of left this a little bit here to remind me that that's the case. I just can't remember right now what goes out here. But something will go out here. So there we go. These are, I'm calling them sundries because they're kind of various things. Like, you don't need pipes all the time, but you do need them. You do need the bigger poles. And this will be my main source of power for the rest of the game. This is the big and medium pole, so I won't be using small poles from here on out. At least I don't think I will be. And then, you got your lamps here too. So just a couple varied and sundry items that I need. And that is that. Okay, so let's take a look at our glorious base. We've got plenty of research being done. The whole episode of research was just chugging away. We got plenty of power. I won't need any more of that. The iron is fully tapped. The coal is fully tapped. The copper is not. And you can see now it's okay. But I am running a little scant on copper. I'll probably be doing that at the beginning of next episode, is fixing this copper. There we go. I've got steel. And I have my bus looking pretty good. The factory is growing. I think this looks good. I think this is actually a pretty aesthetically pleasing base. For the time being, anyway. I like this. This is pretty organized. I'm happy with it. So, in the next episode, we'll tap the rest of that copper just so it's done. Probably put it on all 4 lines. I'll try to do this brick. I have 2 more factories to build. I'll be a factory of chemical products and a factory of train products. By which time I should have the research done to actually start installing those things. So, at the end of the next episode or at the beginning of the one after that, I will actually build my chemical plant and my train to go mine my oil that I have. I'm seeing that a couple of biter camps are getting a little close. As my pollution spreads, it'll annoy them. So also within the next couple episodes, I'll go out and deal with them too. But they're super small and pretty insignificant at the time being. So anyway. I want to thank you guys for being here. Really appreciate you hanging out. Appreciate any comments or suggestions you guys might choose to leave in the comments below. It means a lot to me. Thanks you guys for being here, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye.